Ja, und ich bin's wieder, Keisunai Haram, hier mit meinem Let's Play von Ace Attorney Investigations Prosecutor's Path. Und der letzte Part war einfach nur reine Story. Oh Mann. Simon ist irgendwie noch kaputter als Dings. Aber er ist so intrigant und schlau und Alter, der Kerl ist so wahnsinnig cool. Der ist so ein guter Willen einfach nur. Selbst wenn er ein bisschen was durcheinander geraten ist, von wegen wer sein Vater ist, aber gut. Er hat's trotzdem noch durchgezogen, also Wahnsinn. Think about it. Can any one of my actions really be considered a crime? I instigated murder? There's not a single word about that in the letter, is there? If I had said the word kill even once, I guess it could be considered an investigation. Well, maybe I did say it, but there's no way for you to prove it. What are you saying? You kidnapped me! I'm sorry, but that hasn't been proven yet, has it? The only thing I admitted to was sending the letters. That's... Besides, those letters contained no threats or curses. I simply conveyed information. Information that each recipient would find beneficial. You crafty little... Can't we do something about it? What was it he said? Instigating murder? Instigating murder is when a person directs someone else to commit murder. The person who directed the murder can be charged as if he committed the crime himself. So we just have to find proof that he directed those murders. You make it sound so easy. To be honest, it kinda pisses me off a little. Oha! In einem Ace Attorney Game, piss off! Wow! Okay, der ist stark, also wow. You're all trying to frame an innocent person for murder. Don't you understand? I'm not obligated to waste any more time on this pointless discussion. The police are waiting for you outside of this tent. You have nowhere to run. Really now? You think I wouldn't have an escape route prepared? For example, let's say... I gave an order to say that all the animals here attacked you! Now, what if I were to take my leave during the ensuing chaos? What you say? You can't be serious. It was just an example. Wouldn't that make for an interesting show? Here's another idea. What if I pulled out a hidden gun and took John hostage? That might be more exciting. I will never allow you to do such a thing. I can't tell whether or not Simon is being serious. However, when it comes to him, we should consider anything a possibility. If you continue to bore me with your drivel, I'll end the show right here. I'd like you to keep that in mind before you make any baseless objections. Alter! Alter! Der erhöht einfach mal hier den Schaden. I cannot make any careless remarks. Isn't there some way I can charge him with his crimes? Alter, was ein Sack! Entkräftung! Instigating murder. Aber deshalb ist er auch so geil. Was haben wir denn so? Hier. Jetzt muss ich aufpassen. Maybe I did say it, but there's no way for you to prove it. Ganz sicher. Muss mal gucken. Ah ja. Of what was intercepted from the bug that was planted on K. Huh. Sneaky, sneaky. It is my firm conviction that you instigated the murders. After all, you told me so yourself.
Perhaps I should let you in on this, Mr. Edgeworth. Actually, I was the one who ordered Blaze the Best to kill Jill Crane.
What? Did I say that? I really don't remember. You may think you can deceive us as much as you want. But unfortunately for you, you used the bug to eavesdrop on our conversations. But there was someone else who wiretaped that bug of yours and recorded the whole thing. It was recorded? In other words, the conversation between you and that clown is recorded on that tape? Long C says, a schemer drowns in his own schemes. And this is what he meant. Miss Swift, I'd like to listen to your tape. Roger! Ah, it's right about here! Mr. Edgeworth, Judge Courtney's cell phone is ringing. Who is this? Are you the person who ambushed Kay? Mr. Edgeworth, I want to listen in on it too. Very well. This is where it starts.
Well, I must say.
Huh? That's odd. What's wrong? Well, there ain't nothing recorded past this point. Oh no, really? What? Why? Why wasn't it recorded? Too bad, so sad. Did you really think I'd leave behind any incriminating evidence? The bug I planted has a special feature. It can be turned on and off with a remote control. What? That sort of thing exists? Certainly, remote-controlled listening devices do exist. However, are you saying you switched off the device so that your own voice would not be recorded? Precisely! Impossible! You couldn't have done that unless you knew you were being recorded. Isn't it obvious I knew? I guess you just don't get it. You could call it a hunch. I had a feeling I was being wiretapped. Miss Swift, was it? I figured things out because you knew about the kidnapping. Don't tell me. You were listening on that conversation? That's right. So come to think of it, I'm surprised you didn't realize it until now. Some genius prosecutor to turn out to be Mr. Edgeworth. Oh my, and what was that, the end result of all this? Ah, since you don't have any proof of the instigation charges, it's game over. Mr. Prosecutor, was my recording no help to you at all? Ain't there anything at all in my recording? Miss Swift. Okay. Yes? The bug was planted in your badge, right? Do you have any ideas? How do you expect me to come up with an answer right off the top of my head? You were the only one who came into contact with the culprit. How unsightly. You're all fussing over useless evidence. Let's move on to the next topic. Next! What's this? He seems a bit eager to change the topic of conversation. Aha! You were the only one who came into contact with the culprit. Only Kay came into contact with Simon. If any sound was recorded at the time she was with the culprit. Miss Swift, how long have you been recording? Since 2 nights ago, I reckon. Since 2 nights ago. In that case, when could a conversation with Simon possibly have been recorded? Na, diese entsprechenden 2 nights. 2 Nächte. 2 nights ago, Simon brought Kay to the roof. If we listen to the recording from that time frame. Miss Swift, please let us listen to the recording from 2 nights ago. Huh? Okie dokie. This is the sound of a hot air balloon! That's right. At the time, Simon was carrying Kay in a hot air balloon. Ergo, he was near Kay. Is there anything recorded? That was a gunshot! Huh. It seems you were quick to deactivate the bug. However, you were a little too late. You can't run anymore. That gunshot tossed you to the case. Huh? What are you saying? There's no gun involved in this case, is there? No. There should be someone connected to the case who fired the gun. Let's strike with the evidence that points to that person. Which piece of evidence connects the gunshot to the case? Wo haben wir das denn? Ja, jetzt muss ich erstmal suchen. Bitte, mysterious, schade. Na, 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 na. Crime scene notes. Da, 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 da. D1 Gunpowder Residue. Also ein Schuss war dabei. It's written right here, in the body double's autopsy report. Gunpowder residue was detected on his right hand. Where was Kay at the time this gunshot was recorded? That's right, she was being carried to the roof of the Grand Tower in your balloon. And as it turns out, there were a few more people on that very same rooftop at the time. You mean the double and me? Ah, certainly. After we talked for a brief moment. The body double noticed something and had me leave before him. Now, what if the gunshot rang out after that? We can clearly hear it in the recording. I doubt that you wouldn't have noticed it. Do you intend to feign ignorance until the very end? That's nothing more than mere conjecture. What we heard on the recording was not just a gunshot. If you listen closely, you can hear the bullet hitting something. If the body double was aiming at Simon, then the bullet may have struck which piece of evidence? Das wäre dann hier der Löwenballon. The body double likely fired the gun at the balloon. If we assume that the bullet hit something, it would have been the balloon's basket. Let's examine it immediately! Okay, then let's do this. So, wo haben wir das denn? Aha! Gefunden! This hole. It's a bullet hole! A bullet hole was found in the basket. You won't be able to talk your way out of this one. Sehr schön! Nice! How do you attempt to explain the gunshot and bullet hole? So you figured it out. You're good. I guess it's impossible to hide anything from you. Spit it out already! Okay. No need to be impatient. Okay, in einer neuen Aussage, die wir wohl wieder zerpflücken müssen, weil er schon wieder Bullshit erzählt, ne? Okay. Dann lass loslegen. It happened when I was riding the balloon to the rooftop. I saw the body double and you, Miss Courtney, on the roof. Talk about a surprise. Only the double noticed me. He told Miss Courtney to leave ahead of him. He then pointed a gun at me and fired. Why did he want to shoot down the balloon? It's simple. The body double had intent to kill Miss Courtney. Kill me? That's right! You talked to the double about John, didn't you? Well, it's not like the body double would have met with you otherwise. From his point of view, it was like showing him evidence that he was a fake. You mean he was afraid of Judge Courtney because she knew about John's past? Afraid? That's exactly right! That body double was a coward after all. I even remember how his hands were trembling when he fired the gun at my balloon. Are we all clear now? I was only there by chance. Just a friendly witness who was passing by. Das glaubst du doch selbst nicht. Oh Mann, ey, der Kerl ist aber gut. Entkräftung! 2 nights ago. Okay, hat die 2 gesehen. Aber nur das Double hat ihn gesehen. Und dann hat er auf ihn geschossen. The bullet struck the balloon's basket cleanly. I panicked and quickly tried to get away so he wouldn't shoot me down, but... Talk about a close call. You say you tried to get away, right then? That's right. Is there a problem? Is there a problem with this statement? Yeah? You must have placed K on the rooftop. You couldn't have gotten away before then, correct? Yeah, that's right. I forgot. After the body double fired 1 shot, he entered the hatch to the 51st floor. I looked around for a bit and then landed on the roof. Please add that statement to your testimony. Sure, I don't mind. After the double fired 1 shot, he entered the hatch to the 51st floor. Okay. Na, danke, dass du dich hier jetzt verplappert hast. Wo habe ich das denn? Hier! Dann hätte nämlich Lotta dieses Double gesehen. Once again, you lied. Lied? The body double could not have entered the storeroom on the 51st floor 2 nights ago. Miss Hart's testimony proves it. What? How can you trust that scam journalist's testimony? What do you say? You can't insult my mentor like that! 2 nights ago, that lady was staking out the 51st floor. Given that, just how did that body double leave the roof? Indeed, that is what we must now prove. If he did not use the elevator of the 51st floor to leave the proof, then only one route remains. How did the body double leave the roof without using the elevator of the 51st floor? Das wäre durch... Moment. Denselben Weg, den auch Simon auf das Hochhaus geschafft hat. The body double flew. Huh? He flew? Simon Keys. He wrote in your balloon. Hey, stop joking around. Why would I have needed to give the body double a lift? The elevator had a security camera, and the 51st floor was being watched by Miss Hart. Your balloon was the only way the body double could have left the roof. At the circus, we often perform dangerous stunts in order to surprise the audience. Do you think you've got me cornered? Sorry, but the show ends here. What? Hey you! Lotta, was it? I'd like to ask you something. Are you saying you stood watch on the 51st floor the entire time? Without any breaks? Well, reckon course! There's ain't no mistake in my testimony! Really now? But didn't the sound of Mr. Edgeworth's assistant falling into the storeroom cause you to faint? I didn't mention it before, but after that I might have dozed off a little. To be more precise, I fainted? Well, something like that. So something did happen. Miss Hart, I have determined the sound that made you faint. It was likely the sound of Kay falling onto the storeroom floor. What's your point? Nobody's perfect! Look at her, Mr. Edgeworth. That's the kind of person you're relying on. Kay fell into the storeroom after the body double had left the roof. In that case, I have a theory on how things happened. After that cowardly body double fired a shot at me, he went and hid in the shadows until Kay fell into the storeroom. What? So what if he was hiding? Good grief, you guys still haven't noticed? What if the body double stayed hidden until Lotta had fainted? And then he went down to the 51st floor? That can't be! Precisely. The locked room mystery on the roof has been unlocked. Ah! He even said it in my voice! But wait, there's more. I told the hidden body double about John Marsh. That's why he attacked John the next day during practice, but got himself killed instead. In other words, the one who murdered the body double was none other than John. Du Sack. John had no motive to kill the body double. He knew he was the real president's son. And how would he have known that? Because I told him so in a letter. What did you say? That is a lie. Yep, it's all a lie. Huh? But then again, maybe not. Maybe I really did tell him. Right, John? It's true that I caused Mozilla's head to fall. But I didn't know about that until today. I'm not lying. Oh, really? I wonder about that. I found out about the head falling thanks to the bug. Now, if you were the one who caused it to fall, and the body double was crushed to death... That settles it! You're the culprit! You successfully carried out your revenge! Congratulations! All the pieces of the puzzle are now in place. As Mr. Edgeworth would say, the logic fits. Now then, any rebuttals? Alter, der Kerl ist doch so Wow! Der ist so gut! Das ist... Oh, geiles, intenses Battle. Das ist super. Mua! Echt Props an diesen Kerl. Bah, Alter. Na gut. Dann beschäftigen wir uns im nächsten Part mit seiner nächsten Aussage. Jetzt bin ich echt mega gespannt. Wie wird das Ganze ausgehen? Mal sehen. Egal ob positiv oder negativ, Bewertung immer gern gesehen, das war's meinerseits und wir sehen uns das nächste Mal wieder. See you guys!